What's on, guys? Today I'm doing a different video than I've done before. This isn't an Eagles video directly. It's more of a general video on myself and my Eagles themed Instagram page. I'm sure many of you have known, birds.central, and how to make money on Instagram. The video is going to be about how to make money on Instagram and how much I made on Instagram. So basically, I started Philly Eagles Exclusive, another page, another Eagles page. I started that in about April of 2020. That page grew to about 3,300 followers before I bought birds.central, which I then, which at the time had 6,900 followers, and I bought that account for $150. I bought that in January of 2021, so a couple months, close to a year after starting Philly Eagles Exclusive. I ran those accounts side by side for a couple months, and then ventured off to just birds.central as I thought it was just the better move for myself. It just kind of made more sense to just run the one page rather than running two at the same time, since I could focus all my intent on the one account. I grew that account to about 11,000 followers, like 11.2 thousand, which I felt was pretty good, and I was still growing at a decent rate. But I decided that it wasn't worth my time anymore, so I did decide to sell it. As of today, I sold the account for a very pretty penny that I could not refuse. But that's not about this video. We'll do that in another video. I'll discuss how much I made and how I sold it and the whole process. But today we're talking about how much money I made on Instagram in the about 2 years I had the accounts. I would say I made about $250 in the 2 months, not 2 months, sorry, the 2 years I ran Philly Eagles Exclusive and Birds Central. I would say I made about $250, which though is not a insane amount of money, the work I would put in was incredibly minuscule. I would put in maybe 10 minutes a day, following, unfollowing, building the account up. Which, like I said, is I mean, that's like nothing. I could do that in school. I do that whenever I felt like it. It's very easy work, very easy things to do. Now, when it came to making money, all I would really do is I would have to go to find these accounts. I would find Eagles, 76ers, Phillies, football accounts, like draft accounts, anything that would kind of like coincide with my account. I would then find this account and I would reach out to the owner. I would say, hey, it's just purchasing a shout out. Sometimes they would respond, sometimes they wouldn't. I would say about 5% of the time they would even entertain the idea. I would then speak to them about how much they would like or how much they would be willing to pay. Usually between 10 to 20. I've done 25. The highest I did was 30, but generally like 10 to 20. I would sell these shoutouts, and they would gain a decent following. Not a large, not like hundreds, but like generally like 50 or so. And you can argue all you want if that's worth the money or not. That's not up to me. I'm the one providing the service. But I did that for about the 2 years. Once I got to about 2,000 followers, I was able to sell my first shout out. And once I bought birds.central, I was able to make a lot more money. Now, like I said, I recently sold both of those pages for a very hefty amount that I'm going to discuss in a future video. But making money on Instagram is very simple. You need the basics. You need an account with, I want to say you're not going to get much traction. Depending on your niche, my niche is very small. Eagles and football. Football is a big niche, but the Eagles specifically is not a huge niche. I would say if you're going to start one, you have to find one that fits in a broader category, especially if you're going for money. If you're going for a passion like I did with football and the Eagles, then you can do a smaller niche. But I would say if you're going for money and growth, do a bigger niche. Maybe like I don't know, dogs, like outdoor things, like camping, vacations, things like that, like bigger things. Even jobs like finances, things people enjoy, gaming. All of those are very good. I would say with about 2,000 followers, you could start selling cheap shoutouts. I would say even from $3 to $6, because you got to remember, $3 to $6 for 5 minutes of work is better than nothing. It takes no work. It very much is a simple process. Take that, grow your account, help people grow, make the money you need, and then once you get to 10 to 15, you can start selling for $30, $40, depending on your niche, maybe even 50, 20 on the low end. And once you start bringing this money, you can then decide what you want to do with the account. Do you want to branch it off into a drop shipping website, a drop servicing website? Do you want to sell the account like I did? I mean, you could really pick anything that I just listed, and you can make this $1,000 a month process instead of a couple hundred. I did not, because of my niche, really. Because of the Eagles niche, I couldn't really make this a drop shipping, drop servicing website. But if that was a camping website or a football, not like Eagles, but a football website, or not website, Instagram, or skateboarding, or a bigger niche, I could have done a drop shipping thing. Like if it was camping, I could have done camping things like, I don't know, one of the water purifiers, like things like stupid things like that, and make a lot more money. And that's what you really have to think about when you do Instagram, especially for business. And I'm glad I did it, but if I were going back in time, I think I would kind of push more of the money making aspect of it. Not necessarily to make it so my followers hate me, like not to the point where like I'm posting a shot every day, but maybe more into like the t-shirt business, which I failed at. I tried and failed, but maybe more into drop shipping. Like anything I could have found for that, maybe drop ship to like footballs with eagle signs, like just random things like that. Looking back into it, I wish I would have done something like that. But considering I just sold the account, I'm not mad at what I'd done. I still think I grew at a very good rate, and I think I made a lot of people a lot of good content. And I'm glad I did it. Um, but I'm glad I sold the account to kind of move on my ventures and I made a lot more than I had purchased from the account. I made a very good amount, which I will explain in another video. Go more in depth, maybe show some screenshots of like what I spoke to the guy about. Um, but just keeping it on how to make money on Instagram, get Venmo, get a bigger Instagram account with at least 2,000, I want to say. Take that. Right from there, you can make a couple dollars every month. It doesn't sound like a lot, but like I said, it's minutes of work. Minutes. It's so simple. And just do that until you keep growing, keep growing, keep growing, moving into drop shipping, drop servicing, t-shirts, canvases, things like that that are going to make you money. And once you get there, you're able to build this into a much bigger business. Thousands of dollars a month if you really want to, if you really push that. Obviously, you don't just make $1,000 a month, but if you are good at dropshipping, you do the research, you could really do that. Um, but that's really going to be about it. I hope anybody that watched this is able to start their own Eagles Instagram account or football Instagram account or skateboarding or vacations or finance, whatever. I'm into finance, so I would like to do that. But whatever you like, I'm glad, or I hope that I was able to help you and pick that out. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Like I said, it's not a typical Eagles video, but I hope it's one that you enjoyed. It's more my entrepreneurial side of YouTube. I do like to make money. I'm somebody that enjoys finances very much, um, and I liked running an Instagram account. I think it was incredibly fun. And I got to speak to so many people that I never would have met before, and I got to have conversations about the sport that I love, about the team that I love, and it's very entertaining, and I love doing it. But I'm glad I sold it and made the money I did, and I hope to move into bigger adventures, maybe YouTube, maybe doing this more. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you build your Instagram account. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.